Students, now we will be studying the second lesson of your 9th standard My English book. Its name is A Synopsis, The Swiss Family Robinson. The Swiss Family Robinson is a well-known adventure novel that people of many countries have enjoyed for more than 200 years. It has also been made into graphic novels and films. यानी स्विस फैमिली रॉबिन्सन इज अ वेरी वेल नोन एडवेंचर नॉवल एज इन स्टोरीज दैट इन्वॉल्व एडवेंचर. Like people of many countries have enjoyed it for, like, this was written over 200 years ago and it has been widely read, and like it has been made into graphic novels and films. यानी उसके बहुत सारे novels और films भी लिखे गए हैं. The novel, written by Swiss clergyman Johann David Wyss, is not just an adventure. It aims at teaching young people values like self-reliance, determination, love for your family, cooperation, and prudent use of resources. It has also good lessons relevant in natural sciences, good husbandry, and even mathematics. यानी this novel, the author is Swiss clergyman Johann David Wyss. इसको ये J है लेकिन J is silent, so it is pronounced as Johann David Wyss. Is not just an adventure. It teaches young people values like self-reliance, determination, यानी आत्मनिर्भरता, determination, परिवार के लिए प्यार, cooperation, and prudent use of resources. It is also good relevant, यानी बहुत अच्छी सीख देता है natural sciences, good husbandry और mathematics में भी. Some elements of the novel do stretch reality to a certain extent, but we must consider that it is a work of fiction and not a fact file. Given below is a synopsis and outline of its basic story. यानी कुछ novel के elements reality को थोड़ा ज़्यादा stretch करते हैं एक certain extent तक, पर हमें कंसिडर करना चाहिए कि ये आखिरकार दिस इज़ अ वर्क ऑफ फिक्शन एंड नॉट अ फैक्ट फाइल. यानी आखिर में फिक्टिशियस यानी किसी ने लिखा हुआ जो सच में नहीं हुआ है. फैक्ट फाइल यानी फैक्ट यानी जो है, जो रियलिटी में एग्जिस्ट करता है. तो आखिरकार हमें कंसिडर करना ही होगा कि ये आखिरकार एक वर्क ऑफ फिक्शन ही है, यानी किसी ने लिखा है, ये सच की कहानी नहीं है. दिस इज़ नॉट अ फैक्ट फाइल. गिवन बिलो इज अ सिनॉप्सिस एंड आउटलाइन ऑफ इट्स बेसिक स्टोरी. नीचे एक सिनॉप्सिस है उसके कहानी का. विलियम, एलिजाबेथ एंड 3 children had been traveling in a ship when the ship was caught in a great storm. The other passengers evacuated without them. William and his family, including the young children Fritz, Ernest, Jack, and Franz, were left to survive alone. They weathered the great storm waiting in the ship's hold. The ship survived the night and the family found themselves within sight of a tropical desert island. The next morning they decided to get to the island they could see beyond the reef. With much effort they constructed a vessel out of tubs. After they filled the tubs with food and ammunition and all other articles of value they could safely carry, they rowed toward the island. 2 dogs from the ship named Turk and Juno swarmed beside them. The ship's cargo of livestock, guns and powder, carpentry tools, books, a disassembled pinnace and provisions had also survived. यानी विलियम, एलिजाबेथ और उनके बच्चे एक शिप में ट्रैवल कर रहे थे when they were caught in a great storm. बाकी के जो अदर पैसेंजर्स इवैक्यूएटेड वो उतर गए थे. विलियम एंड हिज फैमिली और उसके 4 बच्चे फ्रिट्स, अर्नेस्ट, जैक एंड फ्रांस वर लेफ्ट टू सर्वाइव अलोन. वो अकेले रहने को बच गए थे. वो कैसे दे वेदर्ड द ग्रेट स्टॉर्म वेटिंग इन द शिप्स होल्ड. यानी उन्होंने कैसे तो भी वो बड़ा जो स्टॉर्म आया था उसको कैसे तो भी शिप्स होल्ड में गुजारा. शिप रात को बच गई. फैमिली वो एक आइलैंड के पास पहुंच गए, ट्रॉपिकल आइलैंड. ट्रॉपिकल यानी जो सी के पास होता है, ट्रॉपिकल वेदर जहाँ होता है वहाँ पे. यानी डेजर्ट जैसे डेजर्ट होता है साइड में, वैसे सी के पास एक छोटा आइलैंड होता है जहाँ पे सैंड होती है, उसको ट्रॉपिकल डेजर्ट आइलैंड बोलते हैं. द नेक्स्ट मॉर्निंग दे डिसाइडेड टू गेट टू द आइलैंड दे कुड सी बियॉन्ड द रीफ. उन्होंने डिसाइड किया कि वो आइलैंड जाएंगे. उन्होंने एक टब्स से बनाया हुआ एक वेसल बनाया और उसमें खाना, बारूद वगैरह ये सब भर दिया जो ज़रूरी था और वो आइलैंड के तरफ रो किए. बाकी के जो 2 कुत्ते थे उनके पालतू टुर्क और ह्यूनो, दे स्वैम, उन्होंने वो बाजू में तैरे. द शिप्स कार्गो ऑफ लाइवस्टॉक, गन्स एंड पाउडर, कारपेंट्री टूल्स, बुक्स, अ डिसेंबल्ड पिनेस एंड प्रोविजंस हैड आल्सो सर्वाइव्ड. यानी शिप के कार्गो से ये सारे आइटम्स भी बच गए थे. Over the next few days, William attached the floatable old kegs to one another and built a bow that curved around them. The family had landed successfully on the island. They set up a tent and softened the floor with armloads of grass they cut and spread to serve as their beds. They came to a grove of trees. तो अगले कुछ दिन में विलियम ने जो पुराने केग्स थे, ठीक है, पुराने जो केग्स थे, यानी केग्स, यानी केग्स मीन्स बैरल्स, उसको एक दूसरे से अटैच किया, जोड़ा, और एक बो बनाया, यानी धनुष, जो उनके आजू बाजू कर्व करता था. यानी वो आइलैंड पहुंच गए. उन्होंने एक टेंट बनाया और जो ज़मीन थी फ्लोर की उसको सॉफ्ट कर दिया आर्मलोड्स ऑफ ग्रास से जो उन्होंने काटे थे, और उनके बिस्तर बना दिए थे. दे केम टू अ ग्रोव ऑफ ट्रीज. वन ट्री वॉट लुक्ड लाइक गोड्स ऑन इट्स ट्रंक. वो एक झाड़ों के ग्रोव के पास पहुंचे. The father told Fritz the gourds would make excellent bowls and spoons and they cut them into various utensils. यानी the father यानी विलियम, उसने फ्रिट्स को कहा कि जो गोर्ड्स थे, यानी जो पेड़ों पे थे, वो बहुत अच्छे बोल्स, यानी बोल जिसमें हम खाना खाते हैं, और चम्मच, ये सब बनेंगे, और उन्होंने उनको बहुत सारी यूटेंसिल्स में बनाया. After some days, Elizabeth informed William that she wanted the family to move to a safer place. Their current camp was not only exposed but also very dry and hot. If they built a house up in one of the large trees, they would be safe from jackals. She described a perfect tree for the project, one whose trunk was nearly 40 feet in diameter. कुछ दिन बाद Elizabeth informed her father. That means she told her father, she said to him that she wanted the family to move to a much more safer place. Their current camp means where they were staying right now, it was not only exposed but also very dry and hot. इन्हें बहुत गर्मी थी. अगर वे उधर घर बनाते बड़े पेड़ों में तो उनको जैकल से प्रोटेक्शन मिल सकती थी. यानी अगर वो पेड़ों पे रहते तो जैकल्स आर एनिमल्स विच कांट क्लाइंब ट्रीज, राइट? सो दे वुड बी सेफ फ्रॉम जैकल्स इफ दे बिल्ट अ हाउस अप इन वन ऑफ द लार्ज ट्रीज. फिर उसने एक परफेक्ट ट्री सजेस्ट किया जिसका जो ट्रंक था, यानी जो ट्री का बेस होता है, जिसकी लकड़ी होती है, दैट वाज, उसका डायमीटर कितना था, 40 फीट का. द ब्रांचेस वर वेरी लॉन्ग एंड एक्सटेंडेड स्ट्रेट आउट फ्रॉम द ट्रंक, मेकिंग देम परफेक्ट प्लेटफॉर्म्स फॉर अ स्ट्रक्चर. लेटर व्हेन डिटरमाइनिंग द हाइट ऑफ द लोएस्ट ब्रांचेस, द फादर taught the boys geometry and how to use triangles to measure big objects. He measured a defined distance from the trunk, then he calculated angles using several measured rods, determining that the lowest branch was 30 feet off the ground. जो ब्रांच थे उस पेड़ के, झाड़ डालियाँ, वो बहुत लंबे थे और वो स्ट्रेट थे, मुड़े हुए नहीं थे, और वो परफेक्ट प्लेटफॉर्म्स, they were perfect platforms for a structure. Later, when they were determining the height of the lowest branches, the father means William, he taught the boys what? Geometry as in Pythagoras theorem and all. I hope you studied that in maths. आपको मैथ्स में जैसे पढ़ाया है ज्योमेट्री, पाइथागोरस थ्योरम, वैसे वो भी अपने बच्चों को पढ़ा रहा था. और ट्रायंगल्स को कैसे बड़े बिग ऑब्जेक्ट्स को मेजर करने के लिए यूज़ करते हैं. उसने एक डिफाइंड डिस्टेंस मेजर किया ट्रंक से, देन ही कैलकुलेटेड एंगल्स यूजिंग सेवरल मेजर्ड रॉड्स, determining that the lowest branch was 30 feet off the ground. The men knotted a rope at certain intervals and attached pieces of bamboo in each knot. Thus, they created their ladder. Father returned to the beach and collected driftwood, thinking it would be perfect to build a sledge on runners rather than wheels. Later, they used it to transport materials. उन्होंने एक रस्सी बांधी और उसमें बैम्बू लगा के एक इन्हें बहुत रेगुलर इंटरवल्स पे गांठ बांधी, और वैसे उन्होंने अपनी लैडर बनाई. दे क्रिएटेड देयर ओन लैडर. लैडर मीन्स सीढ़ी इन हिंदी. Then father means William returned to the beach and collected driftwood, thinking it would be perfect to build a sledge. वो क्या बना रहे थे? एक स्लेज यानी सपोज स्नो होती है तो स्नो पे राइड करने के लिए जो यूज़ करते हैं उसको स्लेज बोलते हैं. आपको गूगल पे मिल जाएगा. Build a sledge on runners rather than wheels. Later they used it to transport materials. वो स्लेज किस लिए बनाया? मटीरियल्स ट्रांसपोर्ट करने के लिए. Meanwhile, Elizabeth announced that the garden she had been tending was producing healthy plants. एलिजाबेथ ने कहा कि जो गार्डन में काम कर रही थी उधर बहुत सारे पौष्टिक पौधे उग रहे थे. Melons, pumpkins and cucumbers were already growing. Cucumbers यानी melons, pumpkin यानी कद्दू, cucumbers यानी ककड़ी, वो already उग रहे थे. The next day only the father and Fritz traveled to the woods, exploring and finding such exotic plants as one with waxy fruit from which candles could be made. Fritz discovered a tree exuding a rubbery sap from which his father claimed that they could make boots. Thinking ahead of the next winter, father decided to create a place safe from the elements, a strong storage spot to protect themselves and their belongings. Fritz came up with the idea of a cave. Not finding one, they thought of carving out their own cave in the rock abutting their camping site. On the smooth face of the rock, father marked the dimensions for an opening and they picked away at the hard surface with their axes, chisels, hammers, and shovels. Over the next several days, the family cut windows in the rocks to allow for cross currents of air and for sunlight to enter the cave. When they had finished, they had 4 rooms, complete with a fireplace. They now had a new winter home. Because of the low light, the cave house they had built felt oppressive. To remedy this, father and Jack rigged up a new light. They found a bamboo pole that would reach from the floor to the ceiling. Then after securing it, Jack climbed to the top of the pole and hung a large oil lamp that they had rescued from the ship. यानी कम लाइट के कारण जो गुफा का जो घर था वो बहुत ऑप्रेसिव लग रहा था. तो इसका उपाय ढूंढने के लिए फादर ने विलियम और जैक ने एक नई लाइट रिग्ड अप. उन्होंने एक बैम्बू पोल लिया जो ज़मीन से सीलिंग तक जा रहा था. फिर जैक उस पर चढ़ा और उस पर एक बहुत बड़ा ऑयल का लैंप लगा दिया जो उन्होंने शिप से लाया था. One day they found that one of family's huts had been completely destroyed and the cultivated fields around it had been trampled and ruined. There were huge footmarks everywhere. Father saw massive damage to trees as well as many huge footprints, which he identified as belonging to an elephant herd. एक दिन उस परिवार के सारे घर जो थे वो पूरे तबाह हो गए थे और जो उन्होंने उगाया था वो भी पूरा कुचल गया था और ख़राब हो गया था. वहाँ पे बहुत बड़े पैरों के निशान थे. तो पापा ने देखा कि देयर वाज अ लॉट ऑफ डैमेज टू द ट्रीज. आई मीन द ट्रीज वर डैमेज्ड and many huge footprints which he identified as belonging to an elephant herd. That means the elephants had come there and they trampled all the fields around it and they destroyed their huts. The next morning, the family began to design a new defense to discourage all wild animals from entering their cultivated lands. They also finalized their ideas about the new residence. Rather than building a house on stilts which the elephants could knock down easily, they would use 4 strong trees growing in a square near one another as the foundation. The trees were of equal size, approximately 12 feet apart, thus they built another safe home. यानी अगली सुबह उस परिवार ने एक नया डिफेंस यानी बचने का तरीका ढूंढा ताकि कोई जानवर उधर आ ना सके. So they also finalized their ideas about the new residence. That means they were going to shift. Rather than building a house on stilts, which the elephants could knock down easily, they would use 4 strong trees growing in a square near one another as the foundation. That means they took 4 trees, 1, 2, 3, 4 like this, and like they used that as the foundation to build their new house. The trees were equal size, they were very strong, that means, because they were going to build their house on it. And they were approximately 12 feet apart. 10 years passed and the young boys were now young men, and their parents were very proud. They called the island New Switzerland. Many adventures occurred over the years. On the shore of another island, Fritz had knocked down an albatross, which was threatening to attack him, and found a rag tied to the large bird's leg. On the rag was a message that an English woman who had been stranded on the smoking rock. Fritz had no idea how old the message was. His father suggested that Smoking Rock sounded like a reference to a volcano. Since there were no volcanoes in the vicinity, the bird might have come from hundreds of miles away. However, Fritz felt that someone needed his help, and he was determined to do his best to find the sender. Before returning home, he had written his own note on the rag, retied it to the albatross's leg, and had watched the bird fly off. The note told whoever received it, "Do not despair. Help is near." Fritz then successfully rescued the young woman, Jenny Montrose. Though shy at first, soon she got used to living with the Robinson family. यानी दूसरे एक आइलैंड के किनारे फ्रिट्स ने एक एल्बेट्रॉस इज अ बर्ड, he had knocked it down, and on the rag, like on the bird's leg, there was a message from an English woman who said that she was stranded on a smoking rock. Now the father thought that the smoking rock sounded like a reference to a volcano, but there were no volcanoes in the vicinity. So he thought that the bird might have come from hundreds of miles away. However, Fritz felt that someone needed his help, and he was determined his best to find the sender. That means Fritz wanted to find who was stranded and help her. Before returning home, like he had written his own note on the rag, retied it to the albatross's leg, and had watched the bird fly off. The note told whoever received it, "Do not despair, help is near." That means he was assuring people who had been stranded that help is near. Fritz then successfully rescued the young woman, whose name was what? Jenny Montrose. She was shy at first, but eventually she got used to living with the Robinson family. One day they saw a ship which had laid anchor. An encampment had been set up on one of the smaller islands. After checking the people through their spyglass, Fritz and his father decided to announce themselves after they had returned home and cleaned it up. They did not want the crew to think they were savages. The next day, Fritz and his father met the captain and told him their own history as well as Jenny's. To everyone's surprise, it had been Jenny's father who had inspired the captain's search. He believed his daughter was still alive after 3 years. The captain had decided to attempt to find her. एक दिन, like one day, they saw a ship which had laid anchor. And the sailors had set up an encampment on one of the smaller islands. After checking the people, like the Robinson family, they checked those people through their spyglass, and then they decided to announce themselves after they had returned home and cleaned it up. As in, like when they had wandered and they came back to their shelter, the Robinson family decided to go to them and talk to them about the situation and their history. Then the next day they met the captain, Fritz and his father, and told them their history as well as Jenny's. So then what it turned out to be was, it was Jenny's father who had sent that crew to find his daughter because he believed that she would be alive even after 3 years. With a burst of celebration, the family, passengers and the crew of the British vessel headed towards New Switzerland. Everyone was amazed by the prosperity and good health of the survivors. As the day ended, the father realized that decisions must be made about who wanted to stay on the island or return with the ship. Elizabeth and her husband did not wish to live anywhere but on the island. Like, they celebrated, the family, passengers and crew of the British vessel, they headed towards New Switzerland. Everyone was so amazed by the prosperity and good health of the survivors. When the day ended, the father realized that decisions had to be made because someone had to stay back on the island and someone had to return with the ship. So Elizabeth and her husband, they did not want to live anywhere but on the island. They only wanted, because they were so accustomed to living on the island. They had been there for so long and they had grown used to their life. Jenny asked if anyone would support her return to England. Fritz was the first to respond. He offered cheers for us who were going to Europe. Ernest, on the other hand, wanted to stay on the island. Jack also decided to stay back. Franz, the youngest boy, decided to join Fritz in leaving. Franz wanted a chance to receive an academic education. Before Fritz left, he told his parents of his love for Jenny and his wish to marry her. Like, the parents decided to stay back on the island because they were used to living there and like they didn't want to go anywhere else. Jenny asked if anyone would support her return to England. Fritz responded. Like, he said he gave the cheers who were going to Europe. Ernest wanted to stay back on the island along with Jack. Franz wanted to join Fritz in leaving because he wanted to study. He wanted an academic education. Before Fritz left, he told his parents of his love for Jenny and his wish to marry her. That means Fritz wanted to marry Jenny. The father had kept a record of all the adventures they had on the island. He handed over the journals to the captain to be published, then the ship departed.